Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 23rd, 2023. I'm hoping everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far. Everybody has a great Wednesday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to talk about your forecast for Thursday and Friday. Also, the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and the storm report that came in this afternoon. And also, we're going to take a look at Tropical Storm Franklin and the other little tropical waves we're watching. Emily could come back to live soon, so we'll take a look at that and discuss a little bit about that toward the end of this video. Okay, sorry I didn't get a chance to make one earlier this afternoon. I had something to take care of today. Didn't get home till pretty late, but I'm doing a forecast, evening forecast for you. So, I'm back again. So hopefully I'll be back for a while, so that way everybody get a chance to see me again. Like I've been saying, if something comes up that I'm not able to make a video, you will not see me. But when I have a chance, you will see me twice per day. But tonight, it's only once for tonight. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. I'm going to talk about your forecast now. All right. As you can see here, we got quiet conditions over Quebec, Canada, down to a portion of Montreal. Also back over to southern and southwestern Canada as well. Also, we got some high pressure in charge for a portion of Seattle, Washington, and Montana, through a portion of Wyoming and Idaho, portion of Nevada, over towards San Francisco, Los Angeles, the Gulf of California. Also, a portion of northern and central Mexico, portion of Texas over toward Dallas area. Also into Oklahoma, Kansas, up toward Iowa, portion of Wisconsin, Minnesota, back into South Dakota. Also into Illinois, also down toward Kentucky and Tennessee, into Alabama. Portion of Georgia and around the Atlanta metro area. Also dry conditions across portions of the Carolinas, down into northern Florida and the Panhandle of Florida as well. All right, we got some showers and storms down here in portions of central and southern Florida, around the Miami and Florida Keys. Also, we have showers and storms over portions of Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, over toward Houston and central Texas. Here's Tropical Storm Franklin, located just north of the Bahamas. Hispaniola, and also the Dominican Republic, and also there's the Bahamas just east of it. Also, we got showers and storms over northern Mexico, in the ports of Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, in the port of California, Nevada, Utah, back toward Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, and also right along the Canadian border in southern Canada, from the North Dakota all the way over toward Lake Superior. Also into portion of, like I say, Wisconsin into Michigan. Also down toward Chicago, Illinois. Showers and storms for you guys. Also down toward Ohio, down into portions of the western Carolinas, upstate South Carolina, just northeast Georgia. Also over toward Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York, and Boston area. Also toward Maine as well, just south of Montreal, and also Toronto, Canada. You included as well for showers and storms. The red slashed area over here in portions of Utah, heavy rain and flash flooding possible for your Thursday in that region. All right, we're going to take a look at your forecast for Friday. We got quiet conditions over much of Quebec, Canada, down toward northern Montreal, across southern Canada, back to the southwestern portion of Canada, that is. Dry conditions over portion of Washington State, over toward portion of Montana, in the south of North Dakota, portion of Minnesota, southeastern Montana, also over toward Oregon, down toward San Francisco, Los Angeles, over to Nevada, also in the Gulf of California, portion of Arizona, northern and central Mexico, also in the portion of Texas, all the way up into the portion of Oklahoma and Kansas, Tennessee, and the portions of Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, down towards southern Georgia, northern Panhandle of Florida, northern Florida, southeastern Louisiana, and the portion of the Carolinas as well, with dry high pressure in charge. There's Franklin still hovering around the Bahamas and just north of the Dominican Republic. All right, we got showers and storms over central and southern Florida, around Miami, and also down toward the Florida Keys. Also some showers and storms over South Texas and the northeast Mexico. Same over here in northern Mexico and Arizona. New Mexico, back into Utah, back into Idaho. Also toward Washington State, around Seattle area. Off the coastal areas, over toward portion of Montana, Idaho, into Wyoming, Nebraska, and Kansas, down towards Oklahoma, Dallas, Houston area of Texas, over toward Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, all the way up towards Chicago, Illinois, also into Wisconsin, Minnesota, so towards Chicago, Illinois, Toronto, Canada, Montreal, also into Maine, down toward Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., down into eastern North Carolina, including the coastal waters area as well, and even portions of northeast Georgia and the western Carolinas as well for your Friday. All right, let's take a look at the weather radar across the nation. As you can see here, we got some showers and storms up here around just west of Winnipeg, also down towards southeast of Regina, Canada, also over southern Canada, a little bit in northeastern Minnesota as well. Also, we got some showers and storms just east of Detroit, also down toward Cleveland, Ohio, got some showers and storms. You guys over to Buffalo and Rochester, maybe Toronto, Canada, might get in on some showers and storms as well later this evening. Also a little bit up here just north of Ottawa and Montreal, Canada as well. Having also some showers and storms sitting down into West Virginia as well. All right, we got showers and storms over in portions of Wyoming, down toward just east of Salt Lake City, over toward Denver, Colorado. Also back down toward El Paso, Texas, just east of Tucson, just north of Phoenix. Also just east of Las Vegas, Nevada. Also just east of Salt Lake City and the surrounding areas there. Northern Mexico as well, get some showers and storms. Some of this moisture here is the remnants of Harold anyway from there. Same over here toward just west of San Antonio, down toward Metairie, Mexico. Also, we got some scattered showers and storms down here in Louisiana. Also, the Panhandle, Florida. Also, southern Georgia, and also just south of Jacksonville, and also just around the Tampa area. Also into the coastal waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Also, a little bit in the Atlantic waters. Also, over western Cuba, around Havana, and there go portions of Franklin, bringing some showers and storms to eastern Dominican Republic. Also just west of San Juan, Puerto Rico, and just east of San Domingo in the Dominican Republic. All right, let's move on to the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. All right, as you can see here, we got a big real estate area of heat advisory, excessive heat warning, heat watches. And also flood watches also in effect for portions of New York State, Pennsylvania, northern portions of Ohio. Excessive heat watches in effect for portions of Ohio and also into West Virginia. And also in this purple area here, this is excessive heat warning. This is extended from portions of western Ohio through Indiana, Illinois, and a portion of Wisconsin, also in the southern Minnesota, all of Iowa, all of Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, much of Mississippi, portions of Alabama. Also eastern Texas, portions of eastern Oklahoma, central and eastern Kansas, eastern portions of Nebraska, and also southeastern portions of South Dakota. In the orange here from portions of Florida, northeast Mississippi, heat advisory, same for portions of Kentucky and the southern Michigan, also in the portion of Wisconsin, Minnesota, over here towards South Dakota, back into Nebraska. Also in the portions of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas as well. All right. Severe thunderstorm watch over portions of North Dakota. Also air quality alert for you guys here in portions of Colorado. Also we got some wind advisory, flood watches in effect for portions of Texas. Flood warning there for portions of southern New Mexico. Flood watches, flood advisory portions of New Mexico. We have some air quality alerts as well for portions of Arizona, portions of southern portions of Arizona, some flood watches, flood advisory there as well in Arizona. And also we got some red flag warnings extended from Washington State through portions of Oregon and in Northern California, and also into we got some air quality alert for portions of Oregon as well. All right, we got some special weather statements. Also we got some high surf advisories for portions of Alaska, northern Alaska that is. The Hawaiian Chain Island, north side looks good. Central and south, got a few gale warnings there as well. All right, let's move on to the storm prediction center. center overview. General down in Texas, also across portions of Florida and Georgia. Also that little cluster up here where that slight risk of severe weather is over portions of Pennsylvania, Ohio, and portions of Michigan, and also up here in the portions of North Dakota and into portions of Minnesota. Convective outlook, that's pretty much what you see. General thunderstorms in the lighter green, marginal risk in the darker green, slight risk in the yellow. There's that severe thunderstorm white. The MDS, that was just talking about that current white. All right, storm report. Currently, as of this recording, we had 0 tornado report. Wind report, we had 1 and 0 was large, so that brought the total number to 4. We might make it up to 8 or 9, so we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, they pretty much took place in portions of Ohio and also into portions of Michigan. All right, don't see it nowhere else. That's 2 states that got the severe weather. Currently, no areas of fire weather, so that's good news there as well. All right, excuse me. All right, now let's take a look at Franklin. All right, this is the 5 p.m. advisory. Tropical storm Franklin. This is at 5 p.m. Located just offshore the Dominican Republic. That's still got those tropical storm warnings around the island. Also a little bit across the southeastern portion of the Bahamas. Current track takes it from where it's at now, 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. Friday morning. That's where it'll be located. Supposed to become a hurricane by 2 p.m. Saturday. And then supposed to be a Category 1 storm still by Sunday. And a Category 2 storm by 2 p.m. Monday, just west of Bermuda. So Bermuda, you need to be on the lookout for this storm because it will bring some squally weather, maybe some damaging winds, and also some tornadic activity. All right, anybody from the east coast of the United States, all the way from Florida, all the way up to the Maine, might have some high rip current risk, also some maybe some high swells along the coastal areas. That's pretty much all we're going to get from Franklin. All right, this is the 5 p.m. advisory. If you want to track it at home, this is current position, 19.8 north, longitude 70.6 west. Maximum sustained winds near 40 miles per hour. Movements to the north-northeast at 13 miles per hour. And it is classified as a tropical storm with winds of 40 miles per hour and higher than 39 miles per hour. All right, now let's take a look at those 2 other little disturbances. One which will become Emily looks to be again, possibly. Let's take a look at that first. Let's take a look at that information first, and then we'll get to the other one there west of the Cabo Verde Islands. Excuse me. All right, Central Tropical Atlantic, remnants of Emily, an area of low pressure more than 1,000 miles northeast of the Leeward Islands. The remnants of former tropical storm Emily continue to produce a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms northeast of the center. Upper level winds are forecast to become more conducive for development by tomorrow, and the system is likely to regenerate back into a tropical depression or tropical storm late this week or this weekend when the system moves northward over the subtropical central Atlantic. So formation chance through 48 hours, 60%, and also 70% during the next 7 days. And here is that little disturbance that we thought was going to become something as well. But anyway, the eastern tropical Atlantic, this was 92L. Disorganized shower and thunderstorms continue to associated with an area of low pressure located several hundred miles west of the Cabo Verde Islands. Environmental conditions appear only marginal favorable for some slow development of the system in the early next week, while the system moves to the west-northwestward to northwestward into the central tropical Atlantic. All right, excuse me. Formation chance through 48 hours is low 10%. Formation chance through 7 days is low 30%. All right. Also, I want to mention I'm going to be watching a system over here in portions of the northwestern Caribbean Sea, which will move into the Gulf of Mexico. 2 of the computer model, the CMC, the Canadian model, and also the European model. So the system developing here in the southeastern Gulf of Mexico, and we'll head to the north. One takes across Florida and up the coast. One moves it into Florida, and then moves it across Georgia and the Carolinas, and then back out to sea. So we'll have to keep an eye on that there and see if that there. But the American model, the GFS, is not showing anything at all, not yet. Usually that model usually catches on last anyway before the other ones do. The other one, the European and the Canadian model, usually sniffs out something first before the American model. So, but anyway, make sure you subscribe if you have not. Also, that way you get a chance to keep up with the tropical update, your local forecast, and any other weather information, severe weather, or any kind of weather forecast. Do it on here twice per day. Like I said, I couldn't do it earlier today. Something came up, so that's why I apologize. I did not make a video. But anyway, hope everybody has a great Wednesday evening, and take care. And we'll catch you back in the next video.